desktop, and these are all, again, they have a purpose. Every plant has a purpose. As I told you, now they are all threatened. You see, so much of medicines they showed you. So again, anthropocentric. Actually, they were taking instrumental parts, food, medicine, and jelly, this kind of. We always value. And one brother pointed out, take that part, Tani. See, one brother indicated this is a poisonous plant, which is true. But it came from South America in the 1940s and 50s when Godumai, wheat, was imported to India. It is called Congress plant because Congress imported the CRS, the food for work. So it came there and it invaded. It belongs to South America. So it is an invasive species, it is known as. So we don't understand. We understand only as a disease-causing agent. But it is doing something else, and we don't want to accept. With humility, we don't know, but we know only it's causing diseases. But it is doing something else. Take this plant, this one, yeah, this one. See here, this is called, usually the peas, you know, the nuts, like the groundnuts, they have nodules. When you take the groundnuts out, still you have a round shape of stuff. It's called nitrogen fixation nodules. What they do, they are special plant. This plant is also special. What they do, they may be harmful for you, but they are fixing the nitrogen from the atmosphere from the bottom, and they are dispensing nutrients to the land. Without them, the land will be dead. Here it may be causing poison, but here, amrita for the land. They are giving life to the land. So only one thing we don't understand, that is the thing. Lot of things in ecology, with humility we should know, we don't understand. That means you will have a less taste for destruction. You will not destroy. You simply stop at I don't know. Jesus gives a nice example of that wheat and the weeds. You know that parable. He says, the steward comes and asks, can we destroy those weeds? He says, no, let them grow, because you don't know what they are doing. So they are dispensing. You examine the groundnuts and the pea pods underneath, they have got pockets and pockets. They capture, because there is 78% nitrogen is there, only 21% is oxygen. That tells you something. Only 21% oxygen requiring animals are very small. These plants 3 times more than the animals. 3 times they colonize the whole land. That's why nitrogen is more, because nitrogen is needed for this plant to grow. So these people are very, very clever. And in front of them, we have to just surrender and say, we are nothing. This fellow was living on the planet for the 60 to 70 million years. He got to do something. Creator also found he was good. For what good? To cause asthma? Maybe good. Let asthma come, half of the people die to save the carrying capacity of the earth. Now half of the 3 billion people, if they die, 3 billion people will live in happiness. Because that is why mosquitoes, this plant. But unfortunately, the Creator design is suffering. Humans now, they destroy everything. Mosquitoes, they have to bite you, you have to get the malaria and you have to die. That is the purpose. But now, mosquitoes we are killing. So you see, all those wisdom of the Creator now finding very, very dangerous. So what I'm telling you, in front of this biological wealth, we are nothing. We are part of it. This biological, once they disappear, can you create them? Can you bring them back? Can you give life to one grass? This is a grass. Everything basic of our food web. We are eating grass ultimately. Rice is a grass. Maize is a grass. Corn is a grass. Wheat is a grass. Kambu is a grass. Olam is a grass. Everything comes from the grass family. So the Creator has created first food web. Then only He brought animals back. If you read the creation account in the first chapter of Genesis, first He created food web. So this is come from the very mind of God. Each and every design from the mind of the Creator. And He has a purpose for everything. And don't destroy anything. Even Parthenium should be protected. Because now He has become an invasive species. It doesn't belong to our ecology. Sometimes they can harm. Invasive species is always harmful, you know that, because you shouldn't. Morning I was talking about the chakarakeli. So chakarakeli is very fussy plant. Only in the Elur area, some 40-50 kilometers range it will. Even if you bring it to Khammam area in Andhra itself, it will grow, but it will not produce. If it produces, taste is entirely different. See, they are known as endemic species of plants. They are special to that place and environment. They evolved millions of years in relationship. You see, this plant depends on here. Everything is related. They have got plant-plant relationship. They have got plant-animal relationship. They have got plant-insect relationship. They have got plant-human relationship. Plant-land relationship. Relationship is multi-dimensional. Without relationship, this can never exist. So all those fungi I showed you, without fungi, it's a relationship. All die, fungi eat it. Fungi recycle. The trees die, fungi is the first person to colonize them and recycle. Again they come back to life. The same material is being recycled. Passion, death, resurrection. That's it. Even Pope Francis quotes in the first chapter, he says, food web. He says food chain. They produce food, carnivore, herbivore, omnivore, they all die. Again they come back to the top of primary producers. They come back. He says, how come humans in industry you don't employ that strategy? You always go for fresh resources. Why don't you recycle the same resources and make your items? Why do you go every time, drill the earth and bring for new resources? The nature has taught you. You can do everything with the same material. If I give 10 kilos of matter, you can do that 10 kilos. Don't take 11th kilo, don't go. So he tells the wisdom in the nature. So they teach you a lot of beautiful stuff. I tell you, brothers, these are blessings. Once we lose, they will never come back. This is our wealth. This is the wealth of our children. It's the wealth of our great-grandchildren. So it belongs to the whole community of the earth, not only humans, for other creatures also. So I think good job, brothers. Good, congratulations. Wonderful.